do this that said 5 minutes of fame, and I thought to myself, wait a minute, I thought we were all promised 15 minutes of fame. I am 48 years old and I haven't had a minute of fame, so I thought I'd better get on this. But having 15 minutes of fame isn't what it does for you, it's what it does for other people. My very favorite person who had 15 minutes of fame was Chewbacca Mom. She took her birthday money into Kohl's, she bought a mask, and she sat in her car, and she just laughed. And the world laughed with her. There are other people that we learn different lessons from their 15 minutes of fame. Maybe it's to play fair, maybe it's to tell the truth, or maybe that the word Octa and Mom don't belong in the same sentence. Then there are those that hang on to their fame a little bit too long. Who did not spend all of March waiting for April to have that baby? This woman is the reason I'm here today. She never had her 15 minutes of fame, but she had a lifetime of devotion to the nursing profession. She taught me everything she knows about her passion of nursing, and I want to pass on something to you that I'm passionate about. The man on the right is a nurse. The man on the left is James Holmes. He shot 12 people in an Aurora, Colorado movie theater. What is wrong with this picture? They're both wearing nursing uniforms. I'm not sure how we went from that, wearing black and white, to putting them in what we wear every day to save lives. But I know it's wrong, and I know it's time to change. So you know what? Tomorrow I'm going to call every federal prison, and I'm going to say, let's put them in judges' robes, or maybe army fatigue. How do you think their profession would tolerate it? They wouldn't, and we need to stop tolerating it also. Even in media, my favorite TV shows, one is about the lives of doctors and nurses, one is about the lives of prisoners, but they're in the same costume, and no one seems to question it. But it's time we did. There are certain things that we do to earn us the right to wear the uniform. The woman on the right, she stabbed a pregnant woman in my hometown. That's what gave her the right to wear the uniform. The next day, her picture was on every news media wearing a nursing scrub shirt. We are the #1 trusted profession in the United States. How would the public's perception of us change if we all went to work wearing a prison costume? Even when I did research for this, I Googled inmate scrubs. Look at that. It's a website we've all ordered scrubs from. There we are at the top smiling with our stethoscopes. There are 30 beautiful colors you can order scrubs for prisoners. There's a definite evolution in the change of both uniforms. I like to think that ours is more because more males came into the profession. Scott, I do not think you would do the white dress justice. At the bottom, I don't know where that change came from. But I do know it's time for a change. I don't have the answer to what they should wear in prison, but I know it's not what we wear. There are other people that have tried to make some changes. Sheriff Joe in Arizona, he thought he would put them all in pink underwear, pink socks. It's not my intent to embarrass criminals. It's my intent to get them out of our uniforms. Maybe it's time to go back to the black and white. I think we all identify with that. Maybe it's time for just a cheap white t-shirt that says what you're in for. Better yet, step on the scale when you get in prison. You gotta wear your actual weight. Right there, we cut crime in half. A uniform is the distinct clothing worn by members of the same organization. The last time I checked, murderers were not part of my organization. They're scrub shirts. They were invented to be worn when you scrub into a sterile environment. We love our scrubs. They're like wearing pajamas to work. Who here who hasn't hit a pregnancy for 4 months or 10 pounds of Christmas cookies under our uniform? So what are we going to do about it? There are over 5 million RNs and LPNs in this country, and it's time we were heard. You need to start writing and calling to senators and congressmen. When you go to nursing meetings, talk about it. We're nurses, we can talk about bowel movements while we eat salad. So it's time we started talking about this. And more than anything, continue to love what you do. When you put that uniform on, remember what it stands for. And when you see your team on Monday morning, remember it's time to make nurses' uniforms great again.